fish. Oh my God! Well, alright folks, it's been a muggy, crazy day. It's mid-afternoon right now, and I'm coming back to a spot where I used to fish a lot, but it's had a fish kill, and I haven't fished this section to check. But a month or so ago, I was upstream, and I did see a few trout. So I'm going to give it a shot. It's one of the few things that's clear right around here. Normally you'd see 10-20 trout right here. Yeah, and there is one. Excellent. So there are fish here. I know that there was some stocking done here this year. Well, he bit at it too. And the trick is going to be to fish around the weeds here, which isn't too hard. That's actually not weed, that's that cottonwood stuff. But I'll be curious to see how the fish are doing here. That's a nice deep hole right there. Ah, double biter. A couple of biters there. And I know I've mentioned about it already a couple times this season, but if you don't have this stuff for gnats, you're missing out, folks. And these are gnats right now. They're not mosquitoes biting. Just little bugs flying in my face. Ha ha ha. Well, no skunk in a small stream. It's a little brown. I think that's mostly what we'll find here is browns. I don't think I've ever caught a brookie here. Get my hand wet. And that is too big to be a stocked fish, so it's a good sign. Just a cute little brown. There it is. It's a little guy. Not as nice as the other one that I had there. Now this one, you're getting down to the size where maybe that could be what's considered a fingerling at about 3.5. But the fish they put in this stream are fry and fingerling. So fry are even smaller, 2 inches, and the fingerling are about, the fingerling are about 3.5. If you get a yearling, those can be 6 and 7, but I didn't see that that's what they were stocking in here. Occasionally you'll get a few spots where you'll get some muck accumulated, but in general, you've got to be able to cast well here though. There's another small brown. Cute fish. He looks nice and healthy. I still don't know what the actual contamination was. We're gonna go with super view today and get the widest view possible. I don't know if that'll be better or not, but it's a little bit of a change. I haven't used that much, but I started to think that maybe my camera scope was a little too narrow. Fish. Nicest brown so far. Get my hand wet. About a 10-inch brown. Yeah. All right, so we got some fish in here. Pretty yellow butter brown, about 10 inches. Because an angler wouldn't have walked over this, or a deer would not have gone right there. Ooh, open the bail around. There was a fish. There's a big fish. Where if you could get the cast in, you could be in business here. Yep.
Called it.
Called it. It's a little guy. My hand is still sopping wet, folks. Another little baby brown. Stalker or no stalker? You guys make the call. I don't think that's a stalker, but I told you my reasons why. They will weed up, and particularly this place will weed up quickly. There we go. Another brown, about 8, 7. Nice fish. Small, but a pretty brown. So glad to see them here. It gives me hope for this place. Ooh. We had a better one bite down low. Another brown right around that same size, 5, 6, 7. Oh, there's a bunch of big fish in there. There's a bunch of big fish in there. Holy crapola. Well, we finally got a decent sized brown. This is definitely, he's close to 12, right at that mark, maybe 11 and a half. There's a decent brown. All right, really happy about this, folks. I know you can't see my smile because it's going on the other. It's going, it's not visible on the screen, but I'm really happy about this. I used to love this stream. It's super close by the house. There's an 11, 10 and a half, dark, dark, dark brown. Really happy about this. Little brown. Little brown. There's a little better one. So this is definitely the most common fish, but I've seen better, and I think we're going to get a couple of them to hit as we continue here. Guys are right at about 7, 6 and a half. Pretty brown. That's some nice waist deep water here.
On the drop.
There we go. There's a better fish. A little better. Not much. Didn't hit that hard at least, but Here's a guy about 8.5 on the drop. Yeah, 8.5 on the drop. Red dots, silver halos, cool looking brown. There's a guy. Stop it, buddy. Another small brown. Nice. I think it'll be this run right here. Yeah. There's some decent brown. That's a 12-inch brown. Still not crazy big. This guy is super yellow golden. Yeah, he's 12.5. Oop. Yeah, and there he goes. Sorry, can't hold him. Another decent brown. 10-incher. This guy's a lot more white-bellied. But again, for certain, these are not stocked fish. They don't stock them this size. That's a real pretty pattern brown. Interesting. And another one. Oh, didn't want to hit. Didn't want him to hit the log. Stayed a bug. Ooh. Yeah. That's a 12-incher. All right. There he goes. Little guy. Little brownie. Just a small brown. Ah, he stuck me too. There's a little guy. At least it's a fish. There's several nicer fishes than this one in there. Several nicer fishes than this one in there. That's just a 5-inch brown. Well, there he goes. Another little guy. He's off. There's a tree fish. Got him. Just a little brown though, a 6-incher. Cute. There's a fish. A little better. Wrapping himself all up. It's a little better one. There's about 9. Yeah, a little better. Pretty brown though. I will say they're all beautiful looking healthy fish, I'll say that. There's a nice brown. Finally. That guy's close to a foot. Yeah. Alright, there's a decent sized brown. Right at a foot, I'd say. Pretty fish. Three fish bit. And this guy gets it deep. And there's no way to keep this guy because he's not big enough to keep. Actually, I don't think he's so bad. He's not too bad. That's about a 10.5 incher. Oh yeah, he's gonna be messed up. Can't keep him. It's too bad. Can't keep that one. Certainly getting a little more positive bite. I'd like to see a couple of these nicer sized fish come into being though. It's just a little teeny guy. Oh, here's a nice fish finally. Don't get off you. There's a nice brown. Footer. And he's off. There he goes, he's under those weeds. Another brown. So there's no shortage of fish. Might take another year or two for him to get to size. But this stream looks good, folks. Stream looks healthy for brown trout. There's a foul hooked fish. There he goes. There's a little guy. Oop, and he's off. There's a little brown. This has definitely been the most common size fish. Pretty guy though. There's another one. Another gorgeous little brown. There's a little fish. Again, about the most common fish Just about a 6-inch, 5.5 inch, 6-inch brown. 5, 6, 7. Caught a couple of 10s, only a couple of 12s. I haven't seen any more bigger fish. I did early on see at least 2 fish that were upper teen size. There's a fish. Another brown right around that same size, 7, 6. And he's off. Slipped out of my hand, folks. Another small brown. Same fish, so these are probably 2-year-old stockers right here. Because like I said, big fish kill here. Little guy. Cute. Yep, sure was. 3 of them. All smalls. Just a small guy. 5.5, 6-incher. There's a little brown again. Oh. Just a little baby brown. That's what we got today, folks. There's a little better one. A little better. 8, 9. And there he goes. Slipped out of my hand. So again, another 8 or 9 incher instead of a 6 or 5 incher. Yeah, a little better brown. I gotta get my gnat spray out. The gnats have all of a sudden gotten so thick. Nine-inch brown. Not bad. Doinker after 3 or 4 swipe nice fish, and they get this guy. He's stuck pretty good. How'd you do this, buddy? There he goes. Something amazing. Little big guy went away, little guy came. Stop it, buddy. Just a little baby. There's a nicer brown. Yeah, there's a 14 finally. Yeah. Alright, finally a decent fish. There we go. It's easily 14 and a half, 15. There's a decent one. Looks like this guy's got a fresh heron bite too. No, just scratched up pretty good. Just scratched up, but a beautiful bronzed up brown. How cool looking. There's another nice brown. Yeah, there's a bigger brown. Right around 12 and a half, 13 I'd say. Yeah, 12 and a half for sure. Bunches of little browns in there. Little brown. A little guy. Little guy. Smaller brown. Not tiny, but a smaller brown still. A 9-incher, 10-incher. Hey, got all that. He's out safe though. Yeah, 10-inch brown. Pretty fish. I'm gonna try close here first. He's out. Oop, and there he goes. Again, just a little brown. Sunglasses aren't worth shit at the moment, folks. Another little brown. There he goes. There's a little better brown. And he's gone. About an 8-incher, 9-incher there, a little better. There's a nice brown. to a foot. Yeah, real close to a foot. 11 and a half. Well, I bet he is a foot. Yeah, nice brown. There's a nice brown. This guy's about 10. Hooked a little funny. Oh, there he goes. That one's about 10. There's a better fish. That's a deep asshole in there. There's a footer. Super beautiful yellow, golden yellow brown trout. Look at the colors on that guy. Just fluorescent yellow on the bottom. Fluorescent yellow belly. There he goes. There's another nice one. Back down around 7, 8. Cutie. There's another one, another small guy. A little better than the last one, more like 7. No, he's actually a little smaller, I think. Cute little browns. Jeez, there's the smallest one of the day. So that's the smallest one, and this would be fingerling. So he could be a stalker. Thought maybe we'd get lucky and find a, oh my God, look at that. A brookie. That was a brookie in this stream. That's a little brown. That is the first brookie I've ever caught in this stream. Sorry I didn't get a pic, but there's a little brown. Brownie, decent brown. Alright. No giants, but that's a big brown, or that's a decent brown today. Yeah, another bronzed up one, really pretty brown trout. Another nice brown. Nicest one out of this hole. footer. Yeah, that's a footer for sure. Nice brown. Yeah, all right, well, not quite as fluorescent as that one back a few fish ago. That's a decent fish. Oh, he's off. Right at the end there. And we got a tiny guy to the end. Just a little guy. Oop, there he goes. Well, Shebs will be absolutely astounded that I caught a brookie in here. I am certain that he'll chalk it up to a stocker, and he wouldn't be wrong. All right, that's gonna do it, folks. Well, hey, a pretty good outing overall. Even with a lot of small fish, I'm so happy to see that this stream has some fish stock in it. This was a major kill. I think it's 3 years now, and so I think the fish we saw here today are the product of a couple of years of stocking, and not heavily, you know, not tens of thousands of fish, but more like 1,000 fish. So it's really positive to see, and there certainly were some fish that were too big to be stockers, even 2-year-old stockers. So my guess is that we're in a position that this stream's going to come back, and I think give it next year or the year after. This stream has the potential to grow big browns, and I think it will. So I don't know, with a lot of small fish, it might have been 50, I have no idea. But I was glad to see such a strong bite. Many multi-fish holes, and it's changed, but still some really big holes in that stream. In any event, thanks for watching Wisconsin Trout Fishing, and as always, happy fishing.